Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see the disk scheduling algorithms. We have different algorithms like FCFS, first come first serve, SSTF, shortest seek time first, scan, C-scan which is circular scan, look and C-look which is circular look. Let us see with the same example one by one all the algorithms. So now we will start with the first come first serve. As the name implies, this sequence has to be handled in the order of the arrival. First come should be served first. And here the question it is given is initially the disk pointers at 50. In case of the question it is not mentioned the initial head pointer, it is assumed to be 0. So if the, and again one more thing is that always the scan starts from the left position to the right position. So we always go forward, but in case in the question trick, in as a trick they might have given as initially previously the head was at 60, now it has come to 50. If that is the case, the question is mentioned, then you have to come towards the backward. Okay, so you should be careful about the question. So be careful about what is the disk position and anything extra is mentioned about the disk position. So now here the question is only starting from 50, so it has to naturally it has to go to the higher end because the scan always move from the left position to the right position. So here it starts from 50, then the request should be handled as 52, 82, then 170, then 43, then 140, then 24, then 16 and 190. The differences has to be found and they have to be summed up. Okay, so here that's what it is given over here. That is 50 to 82, the pointer is given, then 80 to 170 and then 170 to back to 43 and then 43 to 140 and then back to 24, then 16 and finally to 190. But here always draw a number line so that it is easy to follow and also without mistake we can solve the problem. And one more thing is that we can also reduce the overhead of adding so many terms. For example, here I have just given as a simple all the terms individually to add up the values, but here in this case where there are continuous in the same direction, we can just find out from 50 to 170 instead of going from 50 to 82 and then to 170, both are same. Likewise here also when you are going back here 140 to 16 we can directly write instead of saying 140 to 24 and then to 16. So this number can help us to also to shorten the calculations so that we can save the time in problem solving. So here as it is done from the 50th position to end of this 90 with all the first come first served, so the scan goes towards right and left and right and finally this is the total head moment which is 642 for this first come first served algorithm. Now coming to the second type which is the shortest seek time first, we have to find out the shortest seek time. So here there is no rule that the header will move either backward or forward. Why? Because it has to find out the shortest seek time. So from 50 is the header position, we have to find from the given sequence which is the least one which is close to 50. Close to 50 is 43, others all beyond this value. So 43 is the closest one. Now 43 is in the left position. Now we are no need to mind about whether we are moving towards right or left because the point here is the shortest seek time first. So go to the nearest seek time. So which is 50 to 43 is nearest. So it is the difference is here 7. And then we have to check for again from 43 which is the least one. So from 43 24 seems to be the least one rather than the other numbers. Okay, so likewise you have to keep on finding the difference between the current request and the next request. Whichever is the shortest request you have to go to the shortest seek time because of this algorithm shortest seek time first. So accordingly from 43 to 24 it is shorter than the any other request, so it is moving towards this direction, and then from 24 it is 16 and again this is the, so naturally when you start in one direction in the shortest seek time first it will go in one direction for some time and it will turn to the other direction based upon the disk request. So here till 16 it is very closer from 50 because they are lesser than 50 values, and afterwards the seek time goes from 50 to 190 is the last value. Here there is no need to separately add the individual differences like 50 to 43 and then 43 to 24 and then 16, it will be time consuming process. So whenever you find the seek time goes in one direction continuously, you just find difference from 50 to 16 minus 16. So these three calculation can be saved, and then from 16 directly go to 190. No need to add all these values in between, make the differences. No need to find out the differences in between. Straightly you have to find difference between 190 to 16, which is the shortest, which is the we can do the calculation faster instead of going from 16 to 82 and then from 140, and then because in the same direction we are going to do the same process only. So directly subtract from 190 to 16, and then if you sum up, the value will be 208. Just this I have just shown to find out how the terms differences are calculated, but for the faster calculation part, always move from one direction, you just do one calculation, in another direction you do the single calculation, we can do it faster. So the answer is 208 in the case of the shortest seek time first. Then coming to the next algorithm, here scan scheduling, as the name implies, the scan go from left towards the right and then it will come back to the left. So here the scan algorithm is 50, and then the next starting position is 50 and next one is 82. So it goes 82 is served, and from 82 it has to go to serve the next in the right position. So from 82 it has to go to the higher value. So it will go to 142, 140, and then it will go to next value which is 170, and then it will go to 190, and it will reach till 199 because it is the scan algorithm. It will scan till the end. So make the point over here, the scan looks to the maximum end of this, because we are having 0 to 199 cylinders, it will go to the maximum highest, which is 199. Okay, so though the value is here only 190, because of this it is a scan algorithm, it will go and touch the end of the last value, then it will come back from that value to the previous positions, which is the lower values, which is 43 and then 24 and 16. Now the calculations are very faster, we can do it here. It goes in one direction and go back in the other direction. So just calculate from 199 to 50, that is one value, and then from here 199 to 16 another value, add up the values, that's all. Okay, so now coming to the next algorithm, which is the circular scan. As the name implies, the circular scan, as it moves like a scan from 50 and then it goes to the last position, which is 199, and then since it is circular, it will make a swipe from the last to the first end. So it comes to the 0, and then from that 0 it will go and solve the remaining request, which is the lower request, which is 16, 24 and 43. So here in some, actually here from 50 to 199, this is one case, and then it will make a swipe from 199 to 0, this is the other part, and then 43 to 0 is the next part. In some materials and some books, this is not added. Okay, so actually this swipe is not considered as a head movement. In some materials I have seen. So you just make this calculation with this way, and if the answer doesn't match, okay, if the answer doesn't match with your calculated answer, in that case we can just discard this value, because in some books it is given if the value is included, in some books it is written this value is not included. So accordingly you can just find out the final answer. Okay, so that's all about the C-scan algorithm, and then we'll go to the look scheduling algorithm. As a name look, the difference between the scan and the look is, the look will go only to the maximum request in the sequence, not to the maximum end of the cylinder. Okay, here this 119 cylinder is there, but maximum request is only 190. So this look will go again in the right direction. Okay, but it will just find out the values till only the maximum request, which is 190, and then it will come back, it will go to the minimum request 16 and not to 0. This is the difference between the scan and the look. Scan will go till this 199 and then will come to the 0. But here in this case of the look algorithm, it goes to the maximum request, which is 190, and then it will come reverse direction to just grant the minimum request, which is 16. it will not go to the 0 like a scan algorithm. Okay, so we have to be very careful about here. And then so from 50 it is going till 190. Again, there is no need to make patches of answers here. Straightly you can add between 190 to 50 and this is the answer. And then again from 190 to 16 one answer, then we can add up the answers to get the final head movements. And then is the C look. As the name implies, it is a circular look algorithm. So circular look, what it does is it will just go to the right as the look algorithm, but it will make a swipe to the least. Okay, it will make the swipe to the least, then only it starts serving the request. In the previously we can see on the way back it serves the request, but in this algorithm the service is granted only after reaching the left end. Okay, so here left end is 16 only because this is the least required request. So from 16 it will start again scanning from looking for nearest one 24 43, and this is the way the C look actually grants the request. So the difference is the circular scan and circular look make a swipe between the one end to the other end, as it is the name is circular, but scan always moves to the extreme end both in the right and the left hand side, but in the case of look it goes only to the maximum and the minimum request available in the given sequence. So here, and one more question based on related to this algorithm is given. I have just solved the answer for this. So the same thing, but the question is asked about the seek time. So be careful about what is asked for. Just don't go with only with the head movements. Here the question asked is the cylinder is at the position, it is given. Okay, the arm is at the cylinder 20, and this is the following request sequence it is given to the drive for the disk access. And now here the question is asked for how much time it takes for the whole make the whole head movements. So we have to find, it is given as for per cylinder it is 5 milliseconds is given. So what you have to do is, as usual, as we have just seen in the previous slides, solve the problem with the shortest seek time first, and then after finding the answer using the shortest seek time first, then multiply the value what you got, multiply the value by the number of seconds, that is number of second taken to for the seek time per cylinder, which is 5 milliseconds. So the answer I have got is actually 59, because by this here I have got 59 as the head movements, 59 for the head movements, and 5 is the time millisecond for each cylinder movement. So we are having 59 movements. So 59 into 5, which is equal to 295. So this is the answer for this question. So be careful about what is asked for, and just be patient enough to read the question, what is asked for and what is instruction given in the question mark. For the tricky part, they will always add sometimes unwanted information in the question also, and sometimes the informations are needed to solve the problem. So be careful about whether we need to choose the information from the question or not. So we have to read the question patiently and carefully so that we can successfully solve the problems, and hope it will be easy for you to follow the algorithms. And thanks for watching.